This large oak in the center frame is Quercus muehlenbergia, the chinkapin oak. We'll go over here and take a closer look. Chinkapin oak very closely resembles Quercus michauxii. As we get closer, you should be able to note that sort of white oak flaky pattern that is so often present. So that looks a lot like Quercus michauxii. When we look at the leaves, we'll see the leaves are very similar as well. I apologize, it's very windy today, hard to get a good look at these leaves. But as you'll notice, the leaves of Quercus muehlenbergia very much superficially resemble those of Quercus michauxii, and also another species that we don't have in the southern coastal plain, Quercus prunus. If you look really closely at the tips of the little teeth, the little lobes, the tiny lobes, it almost looks like it has a bristle-tipped tooth. It's not quite a bristle-tipped tooth that we would see in a red oak. It's a little bit more of a hardened callus, but either way, it has the appearance of a little bristle tip or a point. Whereas the lobes on Quercus prunus and Quercus michauxii are going to be rounded, and that's one way to tell the leaves apart. The other way to separate Quercus michauxii from Quercus muehlenbergia is that Quercus muehlenbergia prefers calcareous soils, and that's exactly where we are right now. Today we're at Fort Tom Bigby at Jones Bluff in Alabama, and this is a prime habitat for these species. They can occur very closely together, very close together. I know in the Cat's Den Nature Conservancy Preserve in Jasper County, Mississippi, they can be just a few feet apart, where Quercus michauxii is in a alluvial floodplain of a creek, and Quercus muehlenbergia is growing on the calcareous bluffs overlooking that creek. But those habitats are still, even though they're close together, are still a little bit distinct from one another. You should be able to separate them out by that. If not, those leaf characteristics will help as well.